Once upon a time. No, wait. That's a little bit too cliche. In the beginning. No. Hold on. Let's try this again. Right. Ahem. In the year 2023, Finley Hein created and cancelled his show, quote unquote, I Can Blow Your Mind. Now, in the year 2025, over 2 years later, he has finally decided that the secrets behind his work should be revealed. So join me, Shauna Muse-Dealey, throughout this short documented series to find out how, why, and what these projects are, and could have been. In this very special episode, we will be talking about Finley Hein's first ever short film. That's right, Curtains. The short film was made in 2024, released June 14th. Finley Hein has just finished his GCSEs and wanted to start something up to get Hein projects rolling again since, well, the incident. So, he called up his best friend Samuel Sturt and asked him to come round. Which, P.S., spoiler alert, he did. Now, Finley had been watching Markiplier at the time, stating he got some recent inspiration from some of his games he had been playing, and discussed a few ideas with Samuel about what they could do using what they have in only their household. And, as the name suggests, they went with the idea using the curtains to make a short horror film, although this wasn't actually the first idea Finley had in store for the project. Finley Hein had actually planned for an entirely different short film, one he even posted a short teaser about on YouTube, but no one ever saw. This short film was called Flashback. This short film in question was going to be about a person waking up on the sofa to see a bunch of old photographs in the room around them, taking a closer look at each one of them, then getting sudden flashbacks all of a sudden, and that was going to be almost like a loop. However, hang on, hold your horses. At the time, Finley didn't think that the short film was going to work as well and wouldn't get as much attention, but also thought it would be hard to make, so they decided to cut it down into something much more simplified. Using the same room that they had planned to film Flashback in, which was of course the living room. Using their surroundings, Finley ended up picking up the curtains, explaining to Samuel that his character could be sat watching something on the TV while constantly being disturbed by someone or something at the window. The scenes were shot and multiple angles have been tried out until the boys eventually got round to finishing it, with a few bloopers. Just a little bit, just a teeny tiny little bit. Yeah, you get my point, just a little bit. And all that was left to do was now the editing. Along the way, Finley had changed some plans throughout the filming. Originally, his character wasn't meant to leave the living room, but he thought it would make a good distraction if he did, so that when his character came back, something would have changed. Something would have been different. Although the monster we don't get to fully see, apart from the really cheap hand shot with a black glove, who said that? The rest is left to the audience. So, when editing the short film, Finley had to consider the sounds and backgrounds, etc, etc. The knocks on the windows that are in the short film were all made and recorded separately, both by Finley and Samuel, which was to make it sound more realistic. After the editing process, the short film was released and Hein Project had officially begun! Woohoo! Get in! And it is now what it is today because of this one short film that we decided to make. We hope you have enjoyed this episode of The Archives. Join us in our next episode to find out even more about Hein Project's secrets. And maybe soon you'll understand more about the projects themselves.